What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Eastside Flock. My name's Eric G, and we gonna be getting into it. Man, this team has been the most bipolar motherfucking team that I have ever witnessed. But the reason I got the whole Lamar Jackson NFL jersey on is I think the Orioles have a real shot if they keep playing this well. I've been going back and forth because the team's been going back and forth. If they can keep doing what they're doing and play consistently, they have a real shot at making the playoffs. And for how bad that middle stretch was for this team, if they could find consistency, and Lord knows they need consistency, if they could find consistency, this team could really be a threat to make it to the playoffs and make it competitive in September and maybe even be there in October. So, you know, I'm really impressed with this team. Um, if we look at this right here, they swept a struggling Braves team, with just fantastic pitching performances, um, by Charlie Morton coming in for the starter, uh, for this first game, and he had obviously been doing well. Like it looked like he was back. But really, it was this game for me with Trevor Rogers just having a shutdown game that was like, okay, maybe things are coming around. You lose a game that you should have won if it wasn't for Brian Baker. And when he got traded, I thought it was the start of us selling, but I think they was just sick of that shit. I literally used to joke that every time Baker came into a game, they they were gonna fucking lose and he was gonna give up 10, like no matter what. And honestly, my voice is shot right now. So bear with me for real. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, this should have been a game that it should have been a sweep. 6-2, and they find a way to blow up. Brian Baker comes in and fucks everything up. It was bad. It was real bad. And then they responded really well, winning a doubleheader, which we had gotten swept in the last doubleheader that we played. I was there. I was at the Twins one, and this ended up being two great wins. Gunnar Henderson getting a huge 2-run home run to put us up, and just a fantastic performance by Sagano to only give up 3 runs that game, keep us in it. Um, and then a great win tonight. Dean Kramer looked amazing. You win 5-2. Like, you're on a 3-game win streak. If you can win your next 2 games, you put yourself in a really good position. And it's insanity. It's it's insanity to think that this same Orioles team that just had no shot is just very close to being now. Obviously, this is not showing a wild card. I thought it was going to show the wild card. That's my fault. But we are 6 back of the wild card right now, and that's insanity. It's insanity. And this little win streak has been great. I was there at the game, uh, the second doubleheader, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it was empty. There was a lot of Mets fans, and it was empty. But a lot of people showed out to the first game, so I get it. They was all there for the first one for the giveaway. But we started off. I got tickets club level, and then we went and sat down with my girl family. Um, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, man. Like it was it was a good time. We was locked. I was very optimistic for some reason, but these was our two views. Obviously, that first picture was taken when we gave up 2 runs, and the second picture was when we were actually up 3-2. So it was very interesting. After that big dub, we had to go to Pickles and celebrate. Yeah, there was a lot of Mets fans in Pickles. I'm not gonna lie, Pickles is like a little touristy spot, really, to be honest. Um, that whole area is just like it's the place to be. So you're gonna have a lot of opposing fans. But I went to Pickles to celebrate, and then I had my Jameson ginger ale. So that was my drink of choice. And then we actually went to Kona Grill, which is right down the street, a couple blocks down, and I got a really good dish. Soph got a good dish. Uh, and it was just a vibe for real. And I love seeing the stadium lit up at night when nobody's in it. Like I had to take a picture. This is my favorite view um, of the stadium with nobody in it after a game. And so yeah, we really had a good time, made it work. And I think that walking around with everybody, it felt like we really got a chance to make history. Like nobody's come back 15 games under 500 and made the playoffs. So we really got a chance to do that, and I think that it's not impossible. It feels like if they can keep playing like this and just be consistent, the hitting's consistent, the pitching consistent, they just got to be consistent and right there in the mix. And so I had to wear my Lamar jersey to show that he made history. Hopefully this team makes history. Everybody doubted this team. Everybody doubted Lamar. He should have been a running back. Bad misspeak there. Running back. And you know becomes one of the best QBs in the NFL, top three. So I think that at the end of the day, it's it's all about consistency, but there's definitely hope. You could feel it. You could feel it in the stadium. The Orioles fans after the game, we was out late, so just talking to people, and it was a lot of fun. And they got a shot, and that's really what matters at the end of the day. Is they got a shot, and hopefully they can make it fun down the line. And these upcoming games before the All Star break are important. I'm gonna try to go on Sunday if I'm feeling well. My mother's sick. I'm starting to get a little congestion in my nose, and I was screaming my ass off yesterday at that game, so my voice is shot, as I was saying earlier. But yeah, we gotta do what we do, just be consistent, fight. Um, Baltimore gritty. This team gotta be gritty. So we'll see how it goes. But anyways, thank y'all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe, click that like button, and follow me on Instagram for more live Baltimore sports content. We gonna see y'all in the next one. Peace.